Part 2. Azure Moon. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Kingdom Army meets with Rodrigue in Ailell, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
Even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it? I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway? It's the same for me. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you. Much appreciated. I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty. Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back. That's why their memory clings to the living like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold, and the more suffering they cause. I fear I am not a strong enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness. Since this war began, we've seen countless generals, soldiers, and citizens die. It never gets easier. Professor, I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you. You are a brave one, aren't you? One worthy of leading the Church of Seiros, I dare say. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiat. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House Regan's consent. All that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Myrddin, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you? Yes, such is war. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor. I mean that.
Listen to the others and harmonize. Work together. The same in music as on the battlefield.
Singing's okay. Professor, I asked to be on the sidelines. Why did you put me on the battlefield? You did protect me, so I guess I can't complain. Wait a second, you're hurt. Did that happen when you were defending me? Oh, I thought so. How could you be so reckless? Perhaps you'll say that that's what friends do. They look out for each other and save each other. But if I saw you getting attacked, I wouldn't risk my neck to save you. No, don't overestimate me. I don't know if I've told you this, Professor. I have a very impressive big brother. I'm not just saying that. He's strong, smart, nice. He's basically perfect. Before Claude turned up, people talked about him becoming the next leader of the Alliance. Anyway, my parents have high expectations for my brother, and he almost always meets them. No one expects anything of me. If something's even a little bit difficult, I find someone else to do it for me. That's what I've done my whole life. Of course! I can't stand the idea of not meeting someone's expectations. I know how people react when that happens. From watching my brother, I mean. People force their expectations on you, and then if you fail, they look so disappointed. Whenever that happens to my poor brother, he looks just devastated. So don't expect anything of me, please. That way, I can't disappoint you. You're stubborn. Okay, fine. Keep believing in me. I do want to support you and support my friends. I just don't want to let you down.
I am sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this. You are very kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty. In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday, though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with. I would be glad to. However, I would likely learn more from you than you would from me. You made a living as a mercenary under Captain Gerald's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits. Yet clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight, yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade...
Wait up! Catch me if you can. Come on, this way. This way.
Even in dark times such as these, children can find joy in life. Was I smiling? Please, forget you saw that. I do not have the right to such pleasures. Indeed, for those we have lost will never be able to smile again. I am sorry. I did not mean to trouble you with such talk. Come, let us head back.
A new power. I won't squander it.
Remember when you mentioned briefly that you'd been in conference with some nobles? Did the topic of conversation happen to be me?
I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about.
Don't be coy with me. I recently received an offer of support from Count Karen.
Bravo! Your dream of restoring your house is that much closer now, isn't it?
We shall see. My response is on hold until I could confirm something first. You sound as befuddled as I feel. These are events you set in motion, are they not? I want only the truth from you. Lie to me and you shall be incinerated.
That doesn't leave me much wiggle room, does it? All right, I'll tell you. So yeah, I might have been negotiating with some nobles. Maybe. Possibly.
You do recall that I have nothing I can offer you in return, yes?
Of course I know that. I just did what I needed to get what I wanted. Like always.
Explain.
All my life, I've known how to angle to get everything I've ever wanted. Money, social standing, the whole kit and caboodle. See? That's how the savage mockingbird lives. Ever since I was a kid. It's how I've done things.
What does that have to do with... Wait, are you admitting to being the savage mockingbird?
And I find myself wanting in on this house of yours. The one you've yet to rebuild.
What? No, wait. You haven't yet answered my question about the savage...
Preened as this bird might be, his only home is a dark, wet back alley. As long as I'm me, nothing can change that. So I figured, if I could leave that home of mine and live simply as Yuri, even if only for a while, you know, I might like somewhere proper to return to. Somewhere cozy, comfy even. Better than House Row, or last I left from.
I'm not sure what you're insinuating here.
I'll get your house back for you. And I only ask for one thing as payment. Once House Nouvelle is back in good standing, I want a home there.
You mean you wish to join House Nouvelle? But the only way to do that...
Marriage. Bingo. Quick, easy, simple.
You and I, spouses.
You heard me. It's a fine enough trade. What's the problem?
I mentioned nothing about a problem. Where did you get that notion? I've always found you very useful, though I could do with less, much less of your back talk.
I suppose Milady doesn't want a rogue for a husband. Can't handle all that is Yuri,
No, but there is a procedure to this sort of thing. How can you join my house when I have none?
What? You want to do things in order? How boring. I suppose we'll be lovers for now.
You mock me! You mock me and I will not have it!
Me? Mock? I'm being sincere. I'd never live out another dull day with you by my side.
That is my only fear. A life spent by your side may be more taxing than I could stand.
Seeing you so flustered provides endless entertainment.
Hi.
Oh-ho!
I need your help.
Oh. Right.
Leaving the house in my uncle's hands? What is the old man thinking? I always knew my father was mad, but this time he's gone too far. My uncle is a reliable man, but still, only a fool would abandon his own territory.
Oh.
Yay! Thanks!
There's unrest I hope things go back. Welcome! Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
Oh.
The area around Castle Gaspar, where I was living, is under the control of House Rowe, who have submitted to the Empire. If I hadn't come to Garreg Mach, I might have ended up as your enemy at Ailell. That thought makes me really happy to be here now. I don't think I would have been able to handle facing all of you in battle.
I have some experience with cooking. I'm sure I can aid you in the kitchen. Let me consider. How the meal tastes affects the morale of the troops. An army marches on its stomach, you know.
Meals always taste best when it is a company of 3 or more at the table.
Do you not enjoy eating when it's just the two of us? You wound me, Flame.
Ah, damn! It's been too long since I've finagled a meal like this. What could be better?
Lose another bet?
I thought House Fraldarius had an invasion of their own to worry about. I'm impressed Lord Rodrigue was willing to provide us all these reinforcements and supplies. The Knights' morale is really boosted, seeing as they have had their first good meal in a while. Let's hope we can keep this up and take down the Great Bridge of Myrddin.
Speaking, House Fraldarius is a military house. They swore fealty to the royal family at the kingdom's founding. The current family head, Lord Rodrigue, was raised like a brother to the former king. He harbors a loyalty that goes beyond mere duty. Perhaps this is why he was willing to lend us his aid. I have a request.
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Myrddin. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago. It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
So, the renowned Shield of Fargus is now on our side. That is quite reassuring. Not only will he provide valuable support in battle, but he has also brought us much-needed supplies. We cannot grow complacent, however. We must take the Imperial capital as soon as possible.
Being here brings back all manner of memories.
The days I spent studying here with you and everyone else. Those days were so special to me. They were truly some of the warmest days of my life. I hold them dear in my heart. And now, to be forced to fight with those I was once so close to, my friends, it is most saddening.
I'll keep my voice down. This is no good.
Hey, take this.
That smell. That sound. This is gold. A sizable stash of precious gold. What gives? Don't tell me you got your mitts on the church's vault.
You fool. It's simply a reward. Nothing to get in a tizzy over.
No way I can accept this, pal. Trust me, I haven't done anything to deserve it.
Just shut up and take it. Call it your fee for providing me with information. What you told me. The tale from your mother's homeland? It really helped me. Anyway, if you don't actually need it, I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Maybe take your mom out for a night on the town.
Looks like you're insisting then. Fine, I'll use it to buy her some good grub. But I thought you didn't actually find any answers in my little tale.
Not quite, but it helped me in other ways. I've stopped vexing myself over unimportant details, like who I am or who I think I might be.
That's all fine and good, but is it really worth its weight in gold? This is coin we're talking about.
Look, do you want it or not? Is there something else you prefer? Wow, that was one hell of a sigh.
Look, you're better than me at thinking and betting, but right in this moment, you're the fool. You. Do I like gold? Yes. Do I want it? Need it? Yes and yes. While we're at it, I like brawling. Women too. But there's something that I care about even more than gold, fighting, and women. Any ideas?
Oh, this is tough. Let me guess. Hopelessly losing every bet you place? A good drink?
You really think highly of me, don't you? Dead wrong. It's having a bash bro. A friend to fight with and fight for.
Seems I was a bit off base there.
I guess to you, everyone is either an underling or a business associate. But with a bash bro, there's no such thing as an overdue loan. No hierarchies or other nonsense. It's someone to trust, both in and out of battle. Someone to share life's ups and downs with.
I see. No need to reward a bash bro, I suppose.
That's the ticket. I know you were born into a world of trickery and exploitation, but you don't have to live like that anymore. Now you've got me.
I'm not accustomed to talks like this, I must admit. How can I frame this? Nobody even knows my real name. Are you actually comfortable confessing such a warmth towards someone so cold?
Clearly. No matter who you are or what you've done, I care about you. That won't ever change.
Now that is fresh.
I told you my feelings and you laughed. You're one of a kind, pal.
I'm sorry. I've got to admit, I thought I'd heard it all. But you've managed to surprise me. It's the first time anyone has ever said something so sincere without trying to get something out of me.
I could try to say it again with more swagger if that helps.
Nah, no need. Bash Bros has a nice ring to it. From here forward, we are forever Bash Bros, friend.
I've got your back, pal.
Here's an idea.
Professor? This may seem a bit sudden, but I want to thank you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with. Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar, until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Mittelfranc Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice, and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started. That's sweet of you, even if you are just flirting. I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
This could be useful. Maybe.
I appreciate your guidance. Looks like I did it. Ah, no big deal. I appreciate your guidance. Looks like I did it. I'm finally grasping this. Looks like I did it.
Everything went pretty well today. Everything went pretty well today. I feel like I learned something new. I got it? Good! You're quite the motivator, Professor.
There is always more to learn. That was enlightening.
Who knew I had room to grow? Brings back memories.
All thanks to you. Can't say I'm surprised. Go on, sing my praises again. All thanks to you. This is just the beginning. Can't say I'm surprised.
There's something I'd like to ask you. That might work.
Professor?
Lend me your power.
Indeed, this should be easy. Look at our excellent results.
This is making sense.
Some new insight.
Welcome. Come back soon.
My orders?
At your service.
I'm your girl.
Thanks.
What's my strategy? Another victory. What's the plan? This. I need to put this to use. I'll comply. See you in the eternal flames.
I'll cut through.
Why not?
Oh, yeah. gotta hurt.
More fighting.
I owe you one.
Too weak.
One to remember. You fought well. Stronger, faster, never enough.
I must lead them well.
I'll use this power for the greater good. Never doubted you. Don't bother haunting me.
Wow, thanks.
If you're sure.
Two come.
Too weak for this world.
You're fresh out of luck. Stronger the better.
I'll strike you down!
Will this ever end?
Someone's fired up.
It's not enough to beat her.
Won that fast.
Is that it?
All this violence, and for what?
All talk and no action.
I owe you. I'm your girl. I'm nobody's fool.
Wow, thanks.
On my honor as a knight. Maybe I'm not a total waste.